Hey y'all, this is JJ Redick. It is a big day for the NBA news, but I got other sports news, including the NFL, the Euros, and the Copa América. So let's get to it. It is June 20th, Thursday, on a great night for some news. So welcome to my channel. I'm your host, Julie Rico, and this is Sports News. Ba-da-da-ba-da. I hope I get a theme. So let's start with the biggest news of them all. The Lakers are hiring JJ Redick on a 4-year deal to become the Lakers head coach. He is now going to join some familiar people who had this before. And it's a surprise. Larry Bird, who did it in 1997 to 98 season with the Pacers. Doc Rivers in 1999 to the 2000 season with the Magic. Mark Jackson, 2011 to 2012 season with the Warriors. Jason Kidd, who's the current coach of the Dallas Mavericks, coached the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets in 2013 to 14, and now it's JJ Redick, 2024-25, new coach of the Lakers. He is the fifth member to not coach a NBA team. I think this makes sense. This was not a surprise for all of us. I want to congratulate JJ Redick as a well-earned job, a big job. He has his podcast. So if you want to follow him on his podcast, and maybe give him a congratulations on his job. Hit his subscribe to his channel. I think this is a good hire. I think for me, as a YouTuber to doing these sports news, you always want to talk about how they're going to coach. Now, in that 4-year deal, he is going to assemble his coaching staff for the first time, and we'll look for experienced coaches. Now, I do think that makes sense because you're going to look for some former coaches or some assistants to help you coach in the big level. And JJ Redick is ready for it. I think he's pumped up, ready to go, coaching with LeBron James, who he has an player option for the 2024-25 season. We're finding out what's going to happen to him. But overall, congratulations, JJ. You're the man in LA. I think the Lakers fans are excited to hear you becoming the new coach of the Lakers. Let's go from the city of LA to the windy city in Chicago, where the Chicago Bulls are trading guard Alex Caruso to the Thunder for 21-year-old guard Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey will go to Chicago, and I think this is a rebuild team, or we're going to see some of the players are going to be gone. For the Thunder, you get Alex Caruso. I think he's good. This is a good one. I think you're going to get some players to come in OKC. You want to be competing with the Nuggets. You want to compete with the Mavericks, the Timberwolves, the Clippers. They're going to be competing. They're going to be competitive in the Western Conference. But can they win the NBA championship with this kind of team? I think there is more we need to see for this team. We'll find out, but I think the winner is the Thunder. The Thunder getting Alex Caruso is a massive pickup. For the Bulls, you get Josh Giddey, 21-year-old Josh Giddey. I think the Bulls fans are thinking, all right, we're going to miss Alex Caruso, but we need to build around Josh Giddey. Let's go back to California and Sacramento, where the Sacramento Kings are bringing back Malik Monk on a 4-year, $78 million max deal. So Monk will remain as a Sacramento King. So he will still light the beam for the Kings on a 4-year, $78 million max deal. Then we're going to be hearing other news, of course. Quick news also. The Sixers are not pursuing Paul George. So that team is off the board for Paul George's team list, which we'll find out where will he go. Um, in other news, the Sacramento Kings, the Orlando Magic, and the Sixers are the trade teams that are talk. The Bulls are in talks for Zach LaVine to trade with the Sixers, the Sixers, the Magic, and the Kings. So whoever gets Zach LaVine, one of those three, or maybe the Lakers, if I'm speaking to JJ right now, you might want to make that move for Zach LaVine. I obviously think it's going to happen. Back to from California. Now we're going to the city of Detroit. As the Pistons, after firing Monty Williams yesterday, they are now starting their coaching search, and here are their candidates. They are interviewing early as of today. Former Cavs head coach JB Biggerstaff, Timberwolves assistant Micah Nora, and Mavericks assistant Sean Sweeney, I don't know, Sweeney, among the early interviews for the Pistons head coaching job. Makes sense. The Pistons are going to look at candidates right now, and they're trying to get this process as quick as possible. I think the former Cavs coach, J.B. Biggerstaff, would fit there. It might come down to Sean Castle, the Boston's top assistant also. But also, you might want to go after a former coach who did really well with Cleveland. Think of what he can do in Detroit. He can build around a young team and try to say, okay, there's a bright future in Detroit. Whatever it takes for us to make this team a bright future, just like the Magic. We're going to try to be like the Magic from last season. So I like the candidates. I think JB Boogerstaff or Sean Caswell, who I think his name's going to be pop up on the list for the Pistons coaching search. Overall, we'll find out what happens then. All right, let's transition to the NFL. We go to Boston in Massachusetts, where the Patriots are re-signing their star running back, Ramondre Stevenson, on a 4-year, $36 million extension, which it will include $17 million guaranteed. Shout out to Ramondre Stevenson on this deal. Well earned. Another 4 years. He gets $36 million, and I think he deserved it. I think this was not coming through in here, but Ramondre Stevenson, man, he's been playing really well ever since you lose James White, Sonia Michelle, and then Ezekiel Elliott wasn't even a good way, but overall, Ramondre Stevenson is a good running back in New England, and he deserved this deal. Congratulations, man. Broncos are hiring former Stanford coach David Shaw as a senior personnel executive. He knows Sean Payton back in 1997 with the Eagles. Now them two are going to reunite in Denver, this time as a senior personnel executive. All right, let's get to quick soccer news. Starting with the Euros way in Germany. Slovenia still try to search for their first win as Serbia in the last minute goal to give Serbia a draw 1-1. Denmark and England, it was a good game, but England just booze on England after final minutes. Should have had one last chance to maybe score a goal, maybe give them some hope as they end a draw 1-1. And then the game of the week for today, Spain and Italy. Spain are advancing to the knockouts as they are in 1-0 over Italy. So congratulations, Spain. Felicidades, España. And then the Copa América. Let Copa América begin with Messi and Argentina winning it 2-0 over Canada. Really tight game in that one. You don't want to miss tomorrow's game, Peru versus Chile. Tomorrow on AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Shout out to that state, Dallas, Texas, which will kick off Peru versus Chile on Group A. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern on FS1. Doing it in un mas. But that's the news of the day. Your reaction of the JJ Redick hire, and are you believing the Lakers are going to be competitive with JJ Redick? Guess we'll find out. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that like button on my channel, and there will be more sports news all around the league. And as always, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.